Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the Dragonbane core set. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this role-playing game of Mirth and Mayhem, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about skill checks. When it comes to rolling the dice, this is all about rolling under your skill, or your attribute in some cases. Priority is given to skills when it comes to checks, but in specific cases, the Game Master could require an attribute roll. The system is very easy to understand. When using a skill, you first describe what your player character is trying to achieve, and then you make your roll. Now there are a couple of important things. If you roll a 1 on your d20, this means that you are particularly successful. This is called rolling a dragon. In combat, there are specific effects. For example, you increase the damage of your attack. But outside of combat, you achieve more than intended, or perhaps an action is performed faster than usual. If you roll 20, this is called rolling a demon. There are also some particulars when it comes to combat, but outside of combat, your tasks could be affected in such a way that you may end up looking like a fool in front of others, or your task fails in a very clumsy way. Now we also have boons and banes. Sometimes there could be situations, circumstances, where you have advantages or disadvantages in your checks. These are called boons and banes. This is just about adding a d20, or perhaps several d20s. There could be various boons and banes, and they cancel each other out. So for each boon, a bane is cancelled and vice versa. But it could result that you get multiple boons or banes as well. In case of a boon, you take the lowest result because rolling under is better. In case of a bane, you take the highest result, which would be the worst result. Now when it comes to pushing your roll, you can choose to push the roll, which means that you make another attempt. The new result applies, whatever it is. If you have boons or banes, you must re-roll all dice. You can never push a demon roll, that is a natural 20. Whenever you push a roll, immediately after the reroll, you suffer a condition. This is related to an attribute that makes sense with the situation. Perhaps you become exhausted in case of strength. Perhaps you become sickly in case of constitution. Maybe you end up dazed in case of agility. The player chooses which result, and of course it's much better to describe how that came to be. Once you have all 6 conditions, you may no longer push your rolls. And there could also be some situations where there are opposed rolls. You obviously want to roll as low as possible in order to beat your opponent. Thank you for watching this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the core skills and the heroic abilities. This system is very easy. Roll under, that's it. There are a few nuances, and some of these things are actually optional, like pushing your roll or receiving help from others, which grants you a boon. But even the optional rules, that is, adding those rules, is going to result in smooth and easy gameplay. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.